Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Rewind That. It's your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Alright guys, today we're going to be going over the season finale of The Oval, okay? Season 2, episode number 22, called Doomsday. Yes, I know it's late. Yes, I know Tuesday will make 2 weeks since that episode aired. But guys, I've been super busy and I definitely want to make sure that I get this out because I'm going to make a playlist eventually of The Oval season 1 and season 2 so that it makes it easier for people that's passing through to my channel to be able to find all the episodes and kind of just binge watch on the videos if they want to. Okay, guys? So the episode starts off where we left off, where Victoria comes into the kitchen after overhearing Priscilla call her the B word. So in this scene, Richard tries his best to make excuses for Priscilla because when Victoria told her to repeat what she was saying, Priscilla was like, I was having a personal conversation. Long story short, guys, Victoria tells Priscilla that she's fired. So Priscilla takes this opportunity to tell Victoria exactly how she feels about her. And even though I agree with a lot of things that Priscilla said about Victoria, with her being a bad reputation for black women and walking around like she's better than everybody when she's really not, although I do agree with all that, guys, I didn't find any satisfaction in this moment because I just think that the build up for Priscilla to do this was ruined with all her, her losing it in previous episodes and acting like a crazy woman. I think that if Priscilla would have kept her calm and classy demeanor throughout all of this stuff that she was going through, that her moment of telling Victoria off would have been much more impactful, okay? Because for me, I felt nothing. Anyway, after telling Victoria off, Victoria then tells Priscilla that she's fired. But Priscilla says, oh, you think so? Where's Jean? So, of course, she alludes to the fact that she knows a lot more about the Jean situation, guys, and will talk if she needs to, all right? But I think it's not the brightest thing for Priscilla to be letting anybody from the White House administration, let alone the First Lady, I don't think it's right for her to let anyone know about any murders, okay? She needs to keep that on the hush and, only talk to the people that she trusts, like General Martin and her husband or whatever. Because next thing you know, they're going to want to take her out, okay? Next, Lily tells Victoria that she has too much masculine energy and needs to get in touch with her feminine side, right? Even to the point of softening the contouring of her makeup and learning how to walk in heels. So from this episode, it does seem like some sort of bond will be forming between these two ladies because Lily pulls no punches, right, guys? And she tells it like it is. And as rough as Victoria seems, she might respect that about Lily. So after Lily tells Victoria that all she does is talk about herself and could serve herself well by listening, Victoria says, thank you. Then they walk off together, and Victoria says, maybe you can teach me how to walk. Next, Kyle calls Don and tells him that he has located Max's son, but the fact that the target is a kid seems to bother Kyle. So Don says, whoa, don't tell me you're getting soft on me. Then he reminds Kyle that this is about national security. So they hang up, and I guess Kyle needed to be coked up or something like that before doing whatever he's about to do to Max's son, because they sure didn't let us see that much, okay? Next, creepy Jason goes to Alan's office and tells him that he tried to hurt Ellie. And Alan tells creepy Jason that he was the one who hit him over the head while he was attacking Ellie. Alan also tells Jason that he's sick and he needs help. So Jason was pretty surprised to hear that Alan was the one that hit him over the head because he thought they were best friends. This kid is really freaking sick, guys, okay? Anyway, he tells Alan that he'll be sorry for what he did, all right? Then before Jason leaves, Don comes in and he wants to know why Jason is in Alan's office. So Jason says nothing. Then he leaves. Then Don wants to know from Alan why Jason was in there. So Alan tells Don that Jason is sick and he asks him to kill the president. Alan also told Don that Jason knows everything, including where the weapons are. So I'm not sure yet, guys, what Don is going to do with this information. I mean, he did say that he's going to talk to Jason's parents, and you already know that ain't going to do a daggone thing. And that's exactly what Alan said. He said, they're not going to do nothing. But I do also know that Don's main concern is that Alan doesn't tell anybody. Next, Don has one of his old boy toys come into his office and he gives him a file on Dale. When the boy toy asks Don who Dale was, Don's response was, someone who doesn't need to exist. Then Don tells the man to make it look like a robbery at the pharmacy when he kills Dale. And this is just so messed up, guys, because, it makes no sense for Don to want to do this. You're acting out of jealousy and you're not being professional at all. This man is not a threat, so I don't understand. Plus, Dale wants no parts of Kyle anyway. So, like I said, all of this, waste of time and energy, guys. And, I really don't like how ruthless they're making Don out to be anyway. Next, Sharon finally tells Kareem a hard truth, right? That she still loves Barry and she's not ready to get married to Kareem. And of course, Kareem hates this, okay? He hates this answer and he had the nerve to ask Sharon, what does Barry do for her other than make her feel like garbage? And it just annoys me, guys, because Sharon, she agrees with this, right? But she always says this about Barry. She always says that he treats her like trash. And we haven't really witnessed how Barry treated her before his daughter was taken. Okay. I've said this in other videos that Sharon has been pretty selfish in this situation with Barry. She's been a terrible girlfriend. She cheated on the guy. He's going through a really serious crisis. And, it made him do a lot of crazy things. I will definitely admit that. But for her to leave him like that and then try to turn it on him and try to make it seem like he treats her like this and that. Yes, he was snapping at her, talking to her a certain type of way, but the man was under a lot of stress, as he still is, because he hasn't gotten his daughter back. So, yeah, give him the freaking benefit of the doubt. Now, the only thing about this is that we don't know if this is how he was treating her before all of this. If he just started treating her like that when Callie got missing, then she's really unfair for saying that the guy don't treat her right. It's just like, come on now. Anyway, guys, I say all that to say that Kareem has a lot of nerve because he ain't treat Sharon right either, okay? When they were together, he ain't treat her right. He cheated on her. You know what I'm saying? Yet here Sharon is giving him another chance. And also she tells him that he needs to listen to her talk about Barry so he can know not what to do. But obviously she should be a little more focused on hoping that Kareem has his stuff together, okay, all the way together, and that he won't cheat on her again. Anyway, guys, let's move on because these people, they always annoy me, all right? And they're freaking worst. Next, Barry gathers a crew from the hood to go back to the compound to help him get Callie back. And even though his parents warned him not to do this, right? His father said, look, me and Sam, we're going to get it together. Don't worry about it. Just get well, okay? Even though his parents warned him, don't do this, he still went because that is the man's daughter, okay? We cannot blame him in this. I just hope everything goes according to plan and that Barry will be able to get a hold of that money that he promised to pay the guys, okay? Because that could turn into a whole nother problem. Next, Victoria and Hunter finally get to her father's house, and of course, Victoria greeted her father. But Hunter stood there, all smug and everything, and didn't say a daggone thing like the privileged white man that he is. That is what the father told him, right? He told him that he's freaking privileged. He's the epitome of the privileged white man, okay? So, anyway, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but the father says, you don't greet. And I just love how this man puts Hunter in his place, okay? Anyway, Victoria's father tells Victoria how disappointed he is in her, and after letting them both know that he literally knows everything, okay? I mean, everything about what's ever happened since Hunter's been in office. I'm talking about Denise being killed, Jean and Jason killing Maud. After he says all that, guys, he tells Victoria that she knows better. And honestly, guys, we can already see that Victoria is clearly much smarter than Hunter, right? So the father is not lying about her knowing better. But the craziest thing to me that he said during this conversation is that when he told Hunter and Vicky that creepy Jason is a cockroach, and what do you do with the cockroach? You kill it. I was like, oh wow, okay. His own grandson, he don't give a daggone, okay. But then he tells them that when he dies, things are gonna get bad. The markets will crash and a whole bunch of other things because people know that he's been the one holding things down for Hunter, right? For Hunter's country behind, he said. He also tells them that when he dies, the other powers that be want them dead. They want an assassination, impeachment, and embarrassment, right? And it doesn't have to be in that order. He tells them that they will die a horrible death. And of course, Victoria turns into a scared little girl when she's around her parents. We've always seen that, right? And that's obviously because she knows that they don't play, okay? But Hunter, he seemed to take things too freaking lightly, guys. But anyway, the father tells Hunter that he's a screw up and that he gave him the White House. He also tells Hunter and Victoria that every incident that happened at the White House was handled with sloppy cover ups and it's just amateur night over there. All right, so after he tells them that they could leave, Victoria says, "I'm sorry." And her father says, "You will be." So we see here again, guys, why Victoria has no love for her children, okay? Because she didn't get no love from any of her parents. We saw how cruel her mother was, but at least her father could have been, nicer. Like maybe she could have gotten love from him, but no, she has been dealt a horrible hand of two terrible parents, okay? Now, her father was talking about how he'll miss the cherry blossoms and gun smoke and all that crap, but he didn't say a daggone thing about missing her, all right? Anyway, on another note, I wonder why Victoria's father allowed all these shenanigans to go on in the White House, right? Why you allow them to continue if you already knew what was going on? Because obviously there's somebody from the inside that's telling this man every freaking thing, okay? Next, Sam meets with General Martin, and the general tells Sam to stay the heck away from Victoria and make it right with his wife. Then he has Max, Bobby, and Bailey come out and he tells them that all the stuff that has been going on at the White House, the decapitated woman, Agent Yuma's death, and so on, right? And now Diane Wellmont was found dead and they're saying it's a heroin overdose. So Martin tells them that they are the only living witnesses to a lot of these incidents, and this is all enough to bring the president and his whole party down. He tells them that Don, Kyle, the president, the first lady, and her parents are all in on this, and they will stop at nothing to bring them all down. General Martin also tells Sam to go to work as usual and collect as much evidence as possible. So I've been saying that I wasn't sure about General Martin, but it seems like he's truly one of the good guys, okay? Next, on the ride back to the White House, Victoria asked Hunter if he was scared. And he was like, "Why would I be scared?" So Victoria says, "Well, I'm scared. Don't you realize what he's done for us?" And Hunter says, "I don't care." Anyway, guys, they start arguing because Hunter starts complaining that the price of being president has been too costly. And he used to have a better life where he was normal and free. So when Victoria says, "What life? Drinking, screwing, and doing whatever you wanted to do? You're a frat boy. Grow up." Once she said that, guys, Hunter thought it was a good idea to attack Victoria. So Alan is in the front seat and he sees what's going on. So he radios Don to let him know. And so Don has his car pulled over so that he can go to the president's car to break up the fight. So when Don gets inside, he says to Hunter, "Sir, this motorcade does not have tinted windows. You need to stop this right now, okay?" Then Hunter's cell phone rings and it's Victoria's father. And the first thing he says is, "You don't learn, do you?" So when Hunter gets off the phone, he tells Don and Victoria that her father told him that he doesn't learn. So Victoria took this as a serious message or a threat, whatever you want to call it, right? Because she turns to Don and says, "How good is your wife at making dresses that are appropriate for a funeral?" And Hunter was like, "He wouldn't dare." And Victoria says, "You'll see." Next, Don's hitman shows up at the pharmacy to kill Dale. And he shoots Dale a few times, right, guys? And as I said, this is pretty messed up, okay? But I'm also wondering if Dale will live. Anyway, corny Frida comes back into the pharmacy as the hitman is leaving because she was already there complaining about something that they didn't have. I guess she wanted a certain brand or whatever, right? So she comes back and decides that she's going to just buy the product she originally didn't want. But she doesn't see Dale laid out behind the counter. Another thing I want to mention about this scene is that they should have just used an extra or something, okay? Because Frida being there was so unnecessary. Unless they're gonna use her to like identify the hitman or something like that, right? If she even got a good freaking look at him. I don't know, but whatever. I also hate how ghetto a lot of these women are being on here, guys, okay? It's almost like they all have the same attitude when they get pissed off. Us black women, I don't like us being depicted that way as if, we're always rolling our eyes and necks and all of this. Like, come on now. Some of us know how to deal with our stuff very sophisticated. And I'm just saying that there are different personalities that black women have to offer besides the stuff that we keep seeing from all these actors on this show, is all I'm saying. We got way more to offer than all that. Depicted the proper way. Give us some variety, Mr. TP, okay? Give us some variety, brother. Anyway, next, we're going to skip over the shootout with Max and the gang, okay? They were shooting at Kyle, and Kyle was shooting at them. And you know, Kyle was trying to say, you better stop shooting, Max, if you want your son to live. And I guess freaking Max didn't hear him, okay? Because he sure didn't stop shooting. Anyway, we're going to go to the last scene where Hunter, Victoria, and Don get back to the White House. And before they could get inside, someone starts shooting at them, okay? So it definitely looks like Hunter got hit, guys. And this is great, right? But let's not get too excited because I doubt he's dead. But I really, really hope I'm so wrong, okay, guys? You already know how much I can't stand this guy, and you know I would be so happy if he dies, okay? But I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm not going to get my wish anyway. So that was the season 2 finale, and to me it was okay. All right, guys, let me know what you guys thought. Okay, they're coming back way too soon for me, guys, with season 3, which is a couple of weeks from now. And I'm not gonna do full reviews for this show anymore. To be honest, it does piss me off in a lot of different ways. But because I started this ride, I want to finish it. I want to see how it ends. So instead of doing full reviews, I'm going to do recaps that just pretty much go over the major points, okay? All right, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. All right, guys, until next time, you take care and be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.